Welcome to Human Food Bar, where we help you find great tasting bars that are actually healthy. Today, we will reveal the hidden truths behind high-fiber bars. While some bars are allies in your journey towards wellness, others are candy bars in disguise, packed with synthetic fibers, loads of added sugar, and dubious artificial sweeteners, all of which will undermine your health goals. If that sounds crazy, just wait to hear how bar manufacturers hide synthetic fibers, such as Isomalto-Oligosaccharides, aka IMO, on their nutrition labels. I'm going to show you how to dissect the labels and identify problematic fibers and sweeteners so you can cut through the marketing jargon and find bars that are as honest and reliable as delicious. This is not about making better choices. It's about taking a stand for your health. Be sure to watch through the end because I'm going to reveal a little known type of fiber with superior health benefits that you are very likely not getting enough of in your diet. I'll also reveal a new miracle sweetener that is scientifically proven to optimize glucose metabolism, to lower blood sugar, and reduce body fat that only a handful of the most cutting-edge bars contain. Now, if you're like most people, you have been told fiber is a cornerstone of good health, but no one has explained what it is and how it works. So before we dive into bars, let's break down the two types of fiber in our diet: soluble and insoluble. Soluble fiber dissolves in water. When it's in your digestive system, it turns into a sort of gel that makes you feel full, controls blood sugar levels, and lowers cholesterol. You can find it in foods like oats, beans, apples, and blueberries. Insoluble fiber, as you might expect, does not dissolve in water. It's like the roughage that keeps your digestive system moving. Think of it as a broom for your intestines. Insoluble fiber is found in foods like whole wheat bread, brown rice, carrots, and cucumbers. Nutrition bars are likely to contribute more soluble fiber. In fact, all of the fibers we're going to be discussing today are soluble. But here is the problem. There are many different types of soluble fiber, and not all of them are created equal. Many manufacturers opt for certain fibers because they are cheap or extend a product's shelf life. Good for them, but not for you. So we are going to discuss these fake fibers that you see most often: polydextrose, soluble corn fiber, isomalto-oligosaccharides, and its close cousin, soluble tapioca fiber. While they are FDA approved, there are no large consumer studies showing them to be safe for long-term use. Remember, the FDA approved trans fats as safe, then reversed course when they were found to increase the risk of heart disease significantly. First, let's talk about the dirt cheap synthetic fiber polydextrose, which is widely used. Take this Atkins bar for example. 14 grams of fiber seems impressive until you find out that polydextrose is a made-in-the-lab fiber that can cause gas, bloating, and diarrhea. Like all synthetic fibers, it has no vitamins or minerals, and it doesn't provide the same spectrum of health benefits as natural fibers. Let's talk about soluble corn fiber, also known as resistant maltodextrin. This no-cow bar contains a whopping 16 grams of it. Soluble corn fiber is made from cornstarch. While it may have some mild prebiotic properties, the health benefits are relatively minimal, and too much of it can cause, let's just say, digestive surprises. Oh, and don't let the sugar call out on the label deter you from checking the sweeteners. While it's great, it only has 1 gram of sugar, this bar is sweetened with erythritol, which has been linked to heart problems. Perhaps the darkest fake fiber of them all is IMO, or isomalto-oligosaccharides. Take this one bar for example. High in protein and only 1 gram of sugar. You would think it's a healthy choice. However, the bar contains a synthetic fiber syrup derived from tapioca starch, which is quite sweet. Despite technically being sugar-free, it has been shown to increase blood sugar. Yes, I am talking about IMO, and this one bar has it as its third ingredient. Many manufacturers find it convenient to use and hide it under the name of soluble tapioca fiber. Note that prebiotic soluble tapioca fiber is considered healthy because it has been processed into a resistant dextrin, which means it resists digestion. So if you see tapioca fiber or soluble tapioca fiber, it needs to say the word prebiotic at the beginning. This is the only way to be sure it isn't a hidden form of IMO. And if it doesn't, this bar you want to steer clear of. all of this sounds confusing, that's because the manufacturers want it to be. A final consideration is the variety of fiber sources in your bar. The vast majority of bars just have a single source, and they give you a large dose. Why is this a problem? Because it's not normal for our bodies and can cause GI distress. Now, many of these bars utilize fibers as sweeteners. Most fibers are naturally sweet, but they are not enough on their own to satisfy consumers. So manufacturers add sugar, artificial sweeteners, and an excessive amount of fructose that is not disclosed as added sugar. Let's talk through how to spot these health hazards. First, let's touch on sugar. Remember, a vast majority of us are already consuming too much sugar. Did you know that a Cliff Bar has more sugar than a Snickers? Crazy, right? You can't afford to make your nutrition bar yet again another source of sugar, but many manufacturers add it in order to addict you and make you buy more. Sugar, in all forms, will increase insulin production to imbalance blood sugar, increase inflammation, and wreak havoc on your metabolism. It will make you fat, since it is quickly and efficiently converted to fat and stored if you don't exercise right after eating it. You'll find that brown rice syrup, agave nectar, organic cane sugar, coconut sugar, and even corn syrup are frequently added to nutrition bars. This Kellogg protein bar, for example. With 9 grams of fiber, Kellogg's positions it as high fiber and healthy, but it has 9 grams of added sugar from high fructose corn syrup. And if you're wondering, the fiber is all from polydextrose. It's not just about added sugar though. Some bars may boast no added sugar, yet they're brimming with fruit sugars like dates, which are still sugars. Take RX bars for instance. They're packed with 15 grams of sugar from dates. It's natural, yes, but it is still sugar that your body will process in the exact same way as high fructose corn syrup, which has been linked to obesity, insulin resistance, and liver disease. I'm not saying RX bars are unhealthy, but unless you're fueling up for an intense CrossFit workout or recovering from one, RX bars is not what your body needs. Now, let's talk about the zero-calorie and artificial sweeteners that many bars use as a sugar substitute. Take this Quest bar, for example. It boasts only 1 gram of sugar but contains erythritol and sucralose. Research suggests there could be health risks associated with consuming artificial sweeteners, from disrupting our gut bacteria to affecting our taste receptors and even our metabolism. Other common artificial sweeteners to watch out for are aspartame and saccharin. Introducing Human Food Bar. We created this bar by looking at the hunter-gatherer diet. Why? Because they are the healthiest people on earth. Experts agree that it's because they eat about 4 times the amount of fiber as we do, drawing from a plethora of plant foods rich in prebiotic fiber, including a lot of resistant starch, the superior fiber I mentioned earlier. Resistant starch bypasses digestion to curb cravings, boost metabolism, balance blood sugar, and nourish the good bacteria in your gut. Human Food Bar is made from almonds, hemp protein, green bananas, cacao, coconut, tiger nuts, baobab fruit, and chicory root. Depending on your flavor of choice, you'll also find blueberries, chocolate, coconut, lemon, and more. With its spectrum of ingredients, it contains a range of prebiotic fibers, including plenty of resistant starch. Every bite you take will take you one step closer to your optimal state of health, or help you maintain it if you're already there. And there's no compromise on taste because it is sweetened with allulose, the miracle sweetener I mentioned earlier that tastes just like real sugar while having the exact opposite effect on your body. Allulose is a zero-calorie sugar that naturally occurs in small quantities in food such as figs, raisins, and kiwis. It is absorbed by the body, which means there are no unwanted GI side effects, but it is not metabolized. Most bars do not contain it because it's relatively novel, and most manufacturers rarely update their recipes. This is your chance to upgrade your diet. Join the countless others who have made the switch and haven't looked back. Your journey towards optimal health is just one delicious bite away with Human Food Bar. It's not just smart eating, it's eating for a smarter you. Why settle for less when you can have the best? Head to humanfoodbar.com now and take the first step towards a transformative health journey. Remember, it's not just a snack, it's an investment in your future self. Order now and see why Human Food Bar is the nutrition bar everyone is talking about.